Pcgtv. In that light, there is light.
Dream Services experience in the CAF Confederation Cup started like a dream. Not many people believed they could make it to the league stage, but as they showed determination, backed by some fine display, not only did they get to the league stage, they also made it to the semi-final, an achievement no Ghanaian club has made in the last 20 years. But like most dreamlike experiences which get truncated when the story is becoming exciting, Dream Services' progress to what would have been a historic final was cut short by Zamalek. Today we are in their camp to speak to their coach, Abdul Karim Zito, in their recent excellent run in Africa. Join us in a moment. Our scripture for today is taken from Matthew chapter 28, verses 19. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Here again, this was Jesus Christ addressing his disciples, and not just his disciples, but us today, encouraging us to go out there and preach the gospel to others. And that is what we are doing here on Pcgtv, where we say, in thy light, there is light. We'll go for a break and we'll join you again. Welcome back. As I promised you, we are in the camp of Dreams FC today. And with me here is their coach who led them to their recent excellence in Africa. Coach, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's been a long time. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, but I haven't seen you, the media, talking. But it's been long since we met face to face.
Yeah, I mean, I was also following your exploits in Africa, and I have to tell you, I was so impressed. I didn't believe that you were going to perform this well, but you did it. How did you do it?
It was through your own attitude. You know, before you embark on any project, you have to set a target for yourself, and then you fight out there. So we dreamt, you know, the team is already Dream FC.
Yeah.
So we dreamt by qualifying to the CAF Confederation, and then we make it believe that we can make it. So when decision was taken that we should participate, then it was my responsibility to groom these boys. Because when you see, there's the only experienced player I had at that time was who has chased Africa to the highest level was entry.
Yeah.
The rest just from still believe. You know the sector.
Yes.
Still believe this and that. So I use my playing experience. You know, we also coach by old players like Coach Sandy and Malik.
So you know what? We are going to go into the full story.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk and then we'll settle for the proper conversation.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Coach, you were telling me about how the decision was taken to go to Africa, but I want to understand this. At the start, were you sincerely sure of reaching where you got to?
No, but when the decision was taken, you know, every decision you take in your life is your destiny.
Yeah.
The moment you decided to do something, you have to fight for it. But that thing you've decided to do is your destiny. So when we arrived at on the meeting that we should go, even when the census was brought, it was like 4 against 3, blah. Not because they don't want us to go, because when you look at the financial aspect of it, you look at what entails in Africa. Definitely, dreams have no chance.
Yeah.
Have no chance. So after we took the decision that we are to go, I have to play my part as a technical man. How to bring this world, how to talk to them, how to start going to their psyche and then bring them up to that standard we wanted to be. And then I took it step by step. I didn't say we are going to do this wrong. We have 2 matches. Let's try to qualify there. After that, the next thing, I do.
I mean, you talk about the role that you play, but what would you say was precisely the reason for the kind of progress you made? Was it the money aspect? Was it the coaching? Was it the players? Was it something else? I mean, some have even said it was luck.
Well, where people attribute it to luck is after you failed. You understand me? I'm taking you into the book. I'm taking you into what football is saying. After much analysis, and you do everything to achieve, and you do not achieve, they say there's something called an element of luck. Coming down, an element of the enemies of the game and parasite. It was written in German.
Okay.
You understand me? But this is a case we succeeded in even surpassing where we wanted to go.
Where did you want to go?
We wanted to even to go into group stage,
Okay,
and then make a meaningful impact into the group stage, and we ended up being the first in the stage. So you can easily see it's outnumbered luck, but this one is performance.
But I mean, at some stage, it was becoming very clear that you stood a very good chance of winning the competition.
Yes.
Did you feel that way too?
Yes, I felt it that way, but I have to be very sincere with me. I felt that way, but I know it will be very difficult. You asked me a question on whether it was financial support or this thing or this that. Now, in football, on whatever you do, we have motivation factors that you have to use to motivate yourselves. So, like, we have the intrinsic and extrinsic.
Yeah.
Now, I believe in the intrinsic, where the desire to play is better than for somebody to. There's a time moment for that. There's a moment in the game you need extrinsic, but on your own self, what you like to be in future should be your motivation factor. So this is where you have to fight and achieve your objective. So when it was decided that we'll go, I took money out of their head and told them, look, this is a big platform for you to go and execute and exhibit the talent you have to the whole world. And at the end of the day, you'll be sold and you change the life of your families.
But you see, not many people would be privy to the kind of challenges you faced.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who has played in Africa, you have done that for God knows how long. What were some of the challenges that you encountered, and assuming you are to advise any other club that is going to Africa next season?
Okay.
What will you say?
I would say, if I say there's none, I'm not telling you the truth. Even the way we travel is too economical. You understand me? Unlike we play against Mali, they fly to helicopter straight to, or they fly to their own place straight to Kumasi, Zamalek. We go on transit. Even sometimes we sleep even at the airport, because this is the way, this is how we can manage to read there. So there are some factors that, because of our motive, we didn't look back at it. We just decided that, as I told you from the beginning, the moment you take that decision, it's your destiny. So you have to fight for it. Whatever situation you meet, it's you. You understand me? So this override the problems we were facing, this and that. We didn't care about it. All what we care for is go to the field and perform.
All right. I mean, you couldn't retain the FA Cup you lost recently in your semi-final. People are asking, how is Dreams FC going to build on what we were able to achieve in Africa this time, when next season you are not going to Africa? How are you going to build on what you have been able to do?
Okay, nobody gave her the chance when we qualified. And, we have a transitional teams. We have the In God We Trust, of it.
Yeah.
And then we come to Still Believe, and then we come to Dream FC.
Yeah.
So we are still nurturing the same type of players from the... Azizi was from In God We Trust, promoted to In God We Trust, but before coming down up to our area. Now, as I told you, the concept already. We developed to change the life of these children. So keeping them here will not change what you wanted. Okay. You understand me? Everybody knows we are not financially equipped, but the talent are there, administratively, technical wise, and everything. We have the knowledge to groom these boys to make them change their lives. So this is the main concept of the team. So I know and I wish that majority of them will go, so that we'll bring the next, and then when the opportunity comes again, we go. You see, everything is about planning. When you sit to plan well, you plan to achieve. But if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
In fact, I have liked the pragmatism of Dreams FC and the way you conducted your business in Africa. But you flip the coin and look at the league, and you agree with me that managing the demands of Africa and managing the pressures of the Ghana Premier League has not been easy. Are you very sure that you'll be out of the relegation zone by the time the season ends?
Inshallah, for that we'll go out of it. And I've already calculated my games and then the number of points I needed to go out of it. And when you look at the outstanding matches, we have to do well and then make a meaningful impact on it. Now, combining these three is not an easy thing at all, especially where you are rotating the same place. Injuries may set in, fatigue may set in, so many things may set in. There is a case where I played 3 matches in the league without even training. Because when you look at these young players, the travel, the plane, traveling, one thing people don't know, that if you travel by plane and you travel by car, your recovery rate, the plane takes more time than the car.
Why is this so? I thought that
the frightening situations, you understand me? The ding dong, this and that, you'll be frightening. The turbulence you experience. So before you come down, you are already frightening. So scientifically, it takes time for you to adopt, to recover, than you taking a car.
This is something I'm hearing for the first time.
Yeah, you go into scientific.
I mean, I've never known.
Yeah.
When I thought flying, it's much more comfortable and
it's much more comfortable. But in terms of recovery,
you're made tired.
Tired? No, it's not. I mean, even the frightening stage.
Yeah.
When one of the boys, when the plane was to fly, he started. That alone.
Terrified.
When you tell him to come back to the normal stage he was before that action, it will take you some time to come back. You understand me? So I think this is scientifically proved that when you board the plane, the adaptation back to recovery is more than you with the car. The car is a normal thing for you, especially those of us in Africa, for that matter, Ghana. In Europe, they used to take every plane to, I remember I went to Germany for internship, and then they were to play in another town. The car came, packed everything, but they fly. They flew to that. And then when they were coming, rather they came by car.
You have a lot of experience in playing football as an ex-Kotoko player and even as a coach. I mean, an ex-Kotoko coach, ex-Black Stars player and all that. What would you say you've been able to impact on these players that, assuming they leave, as we were saying, they will still remember you for?
Yes, I've imparted a lot to Ghanaian footballers. Seriously, when you take us individually, coaches in Ghana, and we look at players have grown, players that have passed through my hands to Europe. I think it's time one of the best or the second best. I don't know the first yet, because people like Fatah, I saw the talent, and there was some 1, 2, 3. I have to manage him, and I did it to my best. And look at him today. Look at Baba Ramal. There are a lot. You see, there are a lot of them that has passed through me. I gave them the fatherly love. I just don't go by the principle of coaching. Yeah. I know Africa. I know the way we came from and how we are behaving. So when it comes to that, the player feels he has the talent, so he can do whatever he wants to do. No, sometimes you bite him. Sometimes you just bring him back and then manage them gradually until they reach their peak. When they reach their peak, now they will see they are footballers. Some of them are yet even to know they are footballers. Why should I go to tell a player you are tired, bring your phone? It doesn't make sense. If you really, you want to be a professional player, and resting is very, very essential in the life of one day, not even only in football.
Okay.
Yes. So until they know, and they will not know till the money will let them change. Okay. And here, financially, we are not too equipped.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was telling them, yes, we are professional league board, but what is the professional out of it?
Okay. You know what? There's something you've spoken about I like so much. The fatherly love you show in your players and the coaching principles. We'll go for a break. When we come back, Coach Zito is going to explain to me what he means by he shows fatherly love and not the coaching principle. Welcome back. Before the break, Coach Zito was talking about the kind of love he shows to his players and not the fact that he applies coaching principles. I want to find out from you, Coach, how is it like? What's the difference between the coaching principles you teach and the fatherly love you show?
Before I say one or two words about it, a coach is a parent.
A coach is a parent.
It's a parent. When you go through the principle of coaching, ethics of coaching, a coach is a parent. So since you are a parent, you should have the quality of parenting to your children. So now, maybe he has to come here around 10 o'clock. He comes 11. I don't have to very harsh. Now, that is where I should go by the principle of coaching. Then I'll stop. Maybe he has to come to training yesterday. He didn't come. He might have one or two reasons. You understand me? I can't go strictly by the principle of coaching. If I had gone by that, I wouldn't have achieved. So sometimes I lecture them. I advise them with what I've seen practically. It's not about the book. It's me. I'll go to the Monday Stars. You will see players who have played to the highest level in Ghana. Today, they will come to the Monday Star to see those who have had an advantage from, and then get something small. So this is the time for you to fight for yourself. If you wait for this time to go, then, for instance, how many years does it take you to learn a trade of? My father is amazing, and I'm proud of him. It will take you about 3 years. You will be master. Now, look at the time you started your life as a footballer to today. If you are 18 years, ask yourself, after 18 years of football, what do I have? You look left and right. I add another 20. Another 2, you know our principle. If you are 20, 22, 21, things don't like it. You understand me? So this is a profession that you got to be very, 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 very serious with it. Because at the end of the day, will be very painful. You play football, but did not achieve your objective in football. That makes you a little bit handicapped where financial is concerned. You have to rely on people. I don't think it's fair.
You know, the beautiful thing about Dreams FC is how organized you are, how you run the business at the club. People would want to know, what is it that has kept the dream of Dreams FC so well, such that players go, players come, it appears your brand as a football club is intact. I mean, from a coaching perspective, what would you say is accounting for that?
Okay, we have a principle, and I'm a principle of play. That is the attitude of play, or the philosophy of play, and I'm guiding it. Even though I'm still writing the book for Dream FC, I've started.
Oh, you're writing a book?
Yes, the philosophy of the club.
Oh, for the club.
We had it in
That's
mind,
interesting.
but there's no book that covers that.
I see.
So I've started writing the.
So you are documenting.
Yes,
the philosophy of Dreams FC in terms of how they.
Yes, yes.
That would be very interesting.
So that if any other coach comes, he should just go by it, because most of these Ghanaian teams don't have it. And before you become a good club, you should have your system of play. Like, nobody just stand up and goes to Barcelona and then coaching without going through their philosophy. So when you have that philosophy will guide you in your training and the mode of selection.
Okay.
You understand me? And because I'm with the club for so long, so I know it, and then we make sure that we go by it. Yeah. And then you agree. From the head, this is an institution that goes from the head to the ball boy. Nobody had any other job apart from football. You know it.
Yeah, I know it. I know it, but you know, I find it very interesting. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing of a club coach in Ghana talking about developing or writing, documenting the playing philosophy of the football club. I do not want you to, in fact, I don't want to preempt this book that is coming out, but what is it going to entail?
It entails our mode of play, the attitude of play, and the mode of, and the essence of that play. And then again, the mode of selection, the type of selection you pick at the right time. at the right positions. You see, it also, that is why I said it will also help. And now, at the end of the day, what is the philosophy? We possess to defend, we possess to attack. In doing so, we added beauty to the scoring.
I like that. But is it something that is going to come from Coach Zito, or the club as a body will pick it as their own, and it is more or less made a document of the club and not something that you just produced?
I'm a member of the club. I would say I've been with this family for over 20 years. Since the time of Bimbo, Alaji Bimbo, till today I'm with them. I remember we were to play middle league from my club for example in Kwabibrin. And then at the end of the day, because of the way my club was playing, Bimbo came to me and said, Zito, if you qualify, I'll give you club's name. That was the beginning of Zito.
I see.
Then through his words, they qualified and they gave me Kwabibrin. The following year, I qualified into Premier Division. This is how it all began. So this is my own contribution to the family, you see. And then after I finish, I'm doing this in conjunction with my young yes. So if I finish, I'll bring them. Like the one I'm grooming now, Domo. He has to go. So I've taken about 3 system of play. That at least, because like when we play Milo, I used 3 type of system to win that game. I came with 4-4-2, change to 4-1-3. Then later 5-3, 3-5-2, and then I won the game.
You know, I like listening to coaches and how they speak about their systems of play and all that. But how easy is it for your players in terms of the adaptation? How do they pick these transitions that you bring into a game?
Okay, in the book will tell you that adaptation is not the same. He said, repetition brings automation.
What's the meaning of that?
When you see, when you bring the SI, repeating it will bring automation, and
Makes it automatic.
and the automation brings perfection. When it becomes automatic in you, then the perfection will come out.
So it's just like saying, practice makes man perfect.
But not practice, a good practice.
A good practice, not just any.
No, I don't believe in that. The word they say practice. Which kind of practice? So you should bring the adjective to qualify the practice you are talking about. Because there are certain things you are practicing, it's wrong. But so can you be perfect there? No, when you do the right thing and you get the right result.
I agree.
No.
I agree. But you see, coach, there is this very interesting observation I've made of you. You are one of the finest coaches in the country, maybe so unspoken of, and perhaps even underrated. What do you think is the reason for that feeling people have around you? Is it because you don't speak so often in the media, or you don't position yourself in the media so well that people get to know of Zito and what he's doing?
I think
because you see, I read about your background, and in recent years, you took the satellites to Africa. You won the Africa Youth Competition.
We started by the Zona 1.
Exactly.
When even there was no football in Ghana.
Exactly, 2018, 2019, thereabout. But the point here for me is, in recent years, some of the things you have done, if you were at any other club, it would have been blown and everybody would have heard of it.
You are 100% right.
What do you think is the problem?
One, the way my life is not that too boastful.
Okay.
I'm not too boastful, and I believe whatever you acquire, the knowledge given to you is given to you by God. You don't have to be boastful, this and that. And seriously, it has, instead of me to germinate to certain level in Ghana football, it has brought me back rather. Even today, there's a radio TV station nominating 5 coaches. They didn't mention my name. So when I tested, it was like, wow,
we forgot.
We forgot it.
So that's the question I'm asking.
Yes.
Why is it so? Why is it somehow?
You see, I think another issue also is there's a lot of politics in our game too. Me attached to Kurt is another factor. Yeah. I know. So you see that when people were applying for the national team, I did not. Why? Because at that period of time, that was when we feel in the. So when I come out that I'm come to do it, it will have all.
You know, I can understand your attachment with Kurt and all that, but the job you have done also speaks for itself. Don't you think so? I mean, what you have done in Africa is something that no coach no
Yes.
football club in this country has done in the last 2 decades.
Look, during the normalization, I took under 17 2018 to Benin, and we were finalists.
I remember.
Nobody followed us. Nobody. It was the dead Macado, and then Abia Sampa, and then Coach.
I think Sheikh
too, and then Oti. But Oti left it along the line when we qualified to the semi-finals. And that was when the Anas issue came. The referee that day, the way I talked to Mama, it wasn't. I
understand.
Yes. So after all these things, when we went to the press, the Nigerian coach said Ghana supposed to qualify, not Nigeria, because of the way we played. We 1-1 there, we failed them. Up to today, when the net, I was given 26 to go, and then they will call me. I don't know whether they will call me tonight.
They will do that.
So you see, there a lot I've done for Ghana, for my name, for my family, but people don't see. You are right, because I'm not that type who like talking too much.
Yeah.
One, I don't like it. Yeah. I'm not too boastful, as I said from the beginning, but the reality is there. Why do you overjump it? You know Zito is there. Why do you overjump it to another person? Once you know seriously there's another guy who can do it for you.
As the conversation is getting interesting, we have to go for a break. Before we come back, continue. Coach, thank you so much for the opportunity you've given to us to speak to you today. But I would like to share your parting words with us. I mean, I have liked the Dreams experience. I've always said that your pragmatism is what I admire most. Yeah. Going forward, I mean, what would you want to share with your fans out there?
I think they should be very supportive. We lost one of these games to your support. That is when we went to Tunisia, where is the fry stitch. My boys, they've never seen it before. Even the doctor closer to me said, yeah, so we lost that game because of stage fright. So now, football is for the fans. They should support the club, not individual. I will live. I can die. So Kotoko is dead. Or Dreams is dead. Haas is dead. Yeah. Haas is still there. So they should learn to support. When we went to Cairo, for instance, you see somebody with the wife and a child coming all in their red and white. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. It was nice to watch. So what is missing today? Because we've individually shared our minds to people instead of us to share our mind to what we are in for. That is Kotoko has Dreams FC. You understand me? So we allow people to hypnotize us. So now there's no Kotoko supporter, rather there's individual supporters, which is very bad.
I get that.
We should come back to support our own.
Thank you very much. It's been exciting talking. So that was an interesting conversation with Coach Karim Zito. We promise to come your way next week with another exciting chat with another personality. My name is Jerome Ochri, and I sign off here on Pcgtv Sports, where we say, in thy light, there is light. See you again next week.